Hi, third one this afternoon now. Right, I'm going to do a snow scene. I should really draw something out, so I'll just have a path that's going in. This is just practice with my mops really. So I'll wet the sky with, this is number 6 Pro Art Renaissance squirrel mop. Okay, just the top part of it. Now this is my new palette, consisting of ultramarine, cobalt blue, Windsor blue, burnt umber, burnt sienna, raw sienna. These just a couple of these are all common here. Cadmium yellow, lemon yellow, alizarin crimson, Payne's grey. Then we go back onto it. Yellow ochre, cadmium yellow light, Windsor yellow, hookers green, light red and cadmium red. I'm not going to use them all. I'm just experimenting with the Jackson's Artist Quality 21mm tubes of watercolour. They're good. And I've squeezed out twice in that, in the cadmium yellow light pan the last couple of days, so it's very economical. So I'm very pleased with it. So let's have going for an ultramarine sky. You can see how I should really do that in a pan, because then we can knock up a wash. Right, okay, let's get. Okay, look how lovely, beautiful and saturated that is. So let's well, we'll put in a bit of lighter blue. Let's come down to the. I want some coldy sort of clouds in there, so a bit of light red in with that. Look at that. Couldn't do that with a common. We'll put a little bit of red in that sky now. Not a lot. Okay, so there we've got a sky. The board's about slightly less than 30 degrees, I would say. Now while that's drying off, I'm just going to put in a bit of colour in the okay. This is the Archer's paper. Right, I'm going to put in a background there using those colours. These are lovely colours. I'm quite pleased with them. Let's just get that in there. More blue on the top of that, I think. And we'll put in a very light bit of raw sienna. Okay, so we'll put in a bit of, I'm going to leave some of that unpainted the path a moment. Let's have the light coming from the left, I think. And then I'll put in a bit of ultramarine. Look at that. I'm really pleased with these. Just show some bit of a bush sort of showing through on the edge of right, I'm just waiting for that to dry there, so I should go in with my harder edge stuff and put in a bit of okay. Now that's a bit wet. I'm going to give that a bit of a help with the hairdryer, so mute your sound. I want that quite hard there, solid. So look at this, is this lovely dark, sort of almost black, burnt sienna and that ultramarine. You get a really rich, lovely dark. Oh, let's right, let's put in a bit of this here. It's a real good dark in there. Ultramarine and that burnt sienna. I'm exploiting the rough quality of this paper. Okay. I'm going to do some on here. Sorry if I'm going to mask your, if I knock the camera. I've got the camera, the striper very close to my shoulder here, so that you're watching this almost full on. But I've got to get it in somewhere. So ideally, I would love a tripod that has a boom on it that would allow me to put the camera just above my head and slightly in front. Alright, let's get that, some sienna in there. And these will be a bit more dark in there. This is magic, isn't it? Right, I'll just put that in a bit of blue there. So that's disappearing over the top of that hill. And we'll, into that background here we'll put in some light blue. A bit of heavier blue. Just a little bit of disappearing over the hill. Okay, it's a lovely weather lately. Here I am painting a snow scene. But it doesn't matter, does it? It's all painting. Just some heavier, warmer stuff in there. Some scrubby bushes. But how good do you think you are? You can always get better. If you ever think you're good enough, you are not. Now I can put in some twigs and things. These are winter trees. But I want to get some, let's get a dark green in there now. So I'll use my sienna. My Hooker's green, mixed up with a nice dollop of can't remember what I was going to say then. Right, let's just put in some bit of green in here. Just some little bits of detail in there, leaving those white spots. Okay. I'm going to try and do all this with the one brush. It's good practice. It's a fabulous brush. This is the, I've mentioned it over and over again, but this is the Pro Art Renaissance Squirrel number 6. It's absolutely fabulous brush. It costs probably less than half the French equivalent, but that's also a superb brush as well. But I'm loving these. It makes a change from the years with the Hake. Right, I'm going to dark colour again. Now, just using the ultramarine, we want to just put in some little. We need a bit of wet. I'm going to have to squeeze some more paint out before I finish. I'm only just doodling this, I'm not copying anything. I've just done lots of this sort of stuff and I love doing them. It's like the creeks in my boats, which could be a bit better. Alright, okay, let's do some in here now. be very careful to know where your point is on the brush, because it's easy to go into the thick part of the brush. Okay, that'll do. Put some ivy in there. Right. Right, we're going to have to put a bit of a light blue over this. And then we'll put that bit of shadow in there. Right. Let's get the shadow of the and we'll put in some heavier blue and red, I think. So just some okay. Just want to dry that bit there because I want to put in a figure. Well, I have a bit of light red. It's going home. We'll put in some shadow. Alright, let's have a that'll do, that's simple enough. Right, I'll put a signature on it and then we'll photograph it. Oops. Right, I'm going to let that go. That's all I'm going to do. Right, so what have we got? We've got some winter trees, cold because there's lots of blue. We've got a cold picture, but with some burnt sienna, just to give a bit of aerial perspective to the thing. We've got a slightly warm, misty feel here. That's not cloud. That's my distant Surrey Hills, and I just want to put in some shadow, like a trough in there. So just use a bit of extra blue. Okay. Clean my brush. So we've used artist qualities of we've used the three blues: the ultramarine, the cobalt in the sky, the ultramarine mixed with the Jackson's burnt sienna. We've used a bit of Windsor blue with the Hooker's green and a bit of burnt sienna, just to give a little bit of a greeny tint to the darks, and a bit of light red. That's about it really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. That's it. Right, let's put it in a mount and have a little look at it. Well, for a doodle, I quite like that. It's my sort of picture. When you've done a lot of them, they do get easier with time, obviously. Some are better than others, but it's a stark picture, but with quite a bit of warmth in it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let's just zoom in. I want you to just look at these trees, how simple they were, just with the edge of the squirrel mop. Go back to those ones. I haven't overdone them, but I've put plenty of bits and pieces in the slopes. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday. If you're, well, it's the spring bank holiday. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.